Welcome everyone to Boxer Gaming. This is not a redstone tutorial. This time we're going to make a hidden staircase in a sand biome. So this one works with a lever or a button or a pressure pad, anything you would prefer. So I've put this lever in plain sight now. Obviously in a survival multiplayer server you would want to hide this so no one would be able to see anything at all about your house. So when we flick the lever, the door opens and we can just walk in here. And that is the basic idea. So to build this again, you need to make a hole of about 8 by 10 size and make it 2 deep at start. And I've already done that here, so you don't have to watch me digging around too much. And once we do that, we're going to start very simple by placing a redstone here, some sand on top, and a lever on top of this. Of course, if you're going to have a lever somewhere else, then this part will be a little bit different. After that, we're going to take 2 spaces and then start our hole. This hole will have our first sticky pistons, and we do this a few times more. A total of 4 rows of sticky pistons. And that is our basic staircase. Obviously sand will be on top of this. So from here, what you want to do is create the staircase where the redstone is going to go down. So we're going to do that now. And we want this, as usual, we want this 2 wide. Oops, not there. And the other side the same. Now that's done, and now we're going to put repeaters down here and down here. And to make this look a little bit better, what we want to do is we want to have this first piston retract and extend first. So we're going to put that on the least delay, which is the 1 tick, and we're just going to go down, and the last one will have 4 ticks. And we do the same on the other side. And we pull a redstone across. And we connect it like so. So once this is done, your first level of sand is done. Now what we're going to do is, just imagine you're going to have sand on here, which you will in the end. This will not close off yet in a level. And I've seen many designs where people stack pistons on top of each other to get this effect, but I've had a lot of trouble with this in survival multiplayer servers, so I decided to do it a little bit differently. And I found that this works in all the servers I have tried, even with a very high ping. So we're going to make a little bit of a change here, and what we're going to do is we're going to extend this by 2. Like so, and on the other side as well. And basically this is level with the lever, so this is alright, we don't have to do anything extra here. For this piston, we will actually create an extra piston here that will hold sand. And we continue to do this all the way down. So we create an extra wall for now, and we put the pistons like so. Obviously, because this one is lower, it'll need more pistons on the side. And we do the same on this side. That goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. And now we can remove this layer for now. Now what we want to do first is, if we put repeaters here, which we'll do actually, and again we want the same delay, so we want 4 there, 3 here, 2 here, and only 1 for this one, but because it doesn't have a side piston we don't actually need to put anything there. What you'll notice that these repeaters will go up to 2 pistons high. This lower piston will not be powered, So we need to make that happen. So we do this very simply by going down here. Oops, one too many. Put a repeater here, also on 4. And we pull the redstone all the way, and the way I usually like to do is I go all the way to the end, and this is to make it look a little bit nicer later on. So this is how we do that, and we don't connect this for now. After this is done, we close it up again, and we can close this up as well, like so. And we pull redstone all along, and this should not be here, this should be still like this. And then we do the exact same on the other side. So we put repeaters here on 4, 3 and 2. We dig a little bit deeper and we go all the way to the end, and we put a repeater here also on 4. We put redstone along the side, and it goes up, and we do not connect that yet. So we can put this here as well. Now the way we're going to connect these is by using a repeater, and this is just to make it look nicer in the end, so we can close it off with sand properly. So we want to put repeaters here, and as you see, these two do not connect yet. To do this, we need to actually put a block like so. And now you can see that this is powered all the way through. And we do this on the other side as well. So now we're going to turn this off. One more vital thing that we need to do, both to cover it up with sand later and also to give a good delay to this row of pistons, we're going to have to put a repeater here and put it on 4. Lower settings will probably work as well, but this is safer for multiplayer. So once this is done, your basic hidden staircase is done. All we need to do now is fill it up with sand and some safeguards. So sand is going to be on all these pistons, and to stop it from falling down, we're going to put a solid block here. After that, we fill it up with sand and these as well, and we do the same on the other side, and we might as well go up all the way like so, and here as well, and we fill it up with sand, and these, and already you can see that this is your basic staircase. So if you want, you could probably extend this version to have stone staircases here, but for my version I would go for looks over functionality actually. So after this, I always like to go down a little bit deeper, just to have a nice high ceiling. So you could have, for example, something like this. And in here, of course, you could make it all sandstone as well, or if this would be in a sand biome, this would be sand anyway, so we would just have to put some sandstone under here. So now that this is all working, we can actually test it. And it does not work because we did not put the same block here as we did here and here. And we did not finish this side. It's late. So we're going to do that now, and this is very simple. The only problem I found with this design is that if you connect something wrong and you activate it and it doesn't work, these pistons can actually push each other away, and it takes just ages to fix it again. Luckily that has not happened now though, so now it's all connected. Flip the switch and there it is. So now you'd want to make it look a bit nicer, which is fairly simple. We already did the hard parts here. So all you do is you would go like this, and we would put a solid block, sand block there, or a solid block, that's fine. And we go all the way along the side here as well. Let's do the back first and make sure it doesn't collapse on us. Put sand here, here, and along the sides as well, because sand will actually rest on top of redstone. The only thing it will not do is if you do it from a height. So if I put it here, it'll drop and it'll go wrong. So you can't do that. So we put sandstone here just in case. Put the sand on top. And pretty much you can do this in any way you want. There's nothing really that can go wrong at this point. And of course that falls because it was too high, so there we go. And this will of course work with gravel as well, but there's a lot of other tutorials out there that will work with just normal stone. But I wanted something that worked with just sand, and I wanted no trace visible. So what you would see a lot is that along these piston walls there would be another wall like this, because otherwise you would see the piston down here. But this design does not have this at all. So at this stage you just flip the switch and there it is. And if you would hide this switch, or you would put a pressure pad instead, or you know, you could even sink it into the ground one and just put a block on top of it. Like you could put it, for example, you could put the lever in here, put the sand block on top of it, and anytime you want to get in, flick the switch, replace the sand block, and there's no way anyone would ever notice anything. And it's just really safe. So what we did is, actually I removed the lever, there we go. Wrong place. There we go. And that works. So the flaw in this of course is that you don't have a lever to close it from the inside. So that is easily fixable with an XOR gate, which is shown here. So this is the bare bones version. Actually an older version that doesn't work as well. And it works exactly the same. So flick the switch and it closes. Flick the switch and it opens. And we just walk in. And down here is another switch with a redstone wire all the way to the top, and you flick it and it closes. Now once we go to the top you can see that it's all closed, and of course this is done all over the ground because I wanted to show you guys what the wiring looks like, but of course you can hide it all underground. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with more redstone tutorials.